And when you give the mind a direction, it will go and find the right people, the right situations, the right events for you to get to where it is that you want to go. Your mind is the GPS, but you're giving it the wrong address. You're giving it $15 a month, $15 an hour, whatever that is, that address. And it's saying, okay, good, I'll take you there. Give it a different address, 10 grand a month, 100 grand a month, $1 million a month, $1 million a day. Give it that address and watch how the right people will come into your life, the wrong people will leave your life, right opportunities, you'll get phone calls like, oh, it's called the magic of believing. So it starts with what I'm saying, and then it goes to what am I seeing. So write the vision, make it plain, so who sees it will run. So you can only run in the direction you see. So if all I'm seeing is lack, I'm running towards that direction. So I've got to start seeing abundance. I got to start seeing wealth. I know it's hard in the very beginning, but it's a habit. You've had the habit of looking at things the wrong way. I'm saying let's look at it now the right way and create that habit. And what happens is when you speak it and you see it long enough, you're going to start developing the emotions. And the two emotions you've got to develop is one of love and gratitude.
Yep, I got you.
All right?
Okay.
So I am grateful for it now. Even if I don't have it, I'm grateful for it. After I get it, I then show gratitude. See, gratefulness and gratitude are two totally different things.
Bro. He teaching. You teaching.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Grateful is what you do before you get it.
Yeah.
Gratitude is showing after you get it.
After you get it.
Yeah. That's why it says, whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, open your mouth, believe, seeing, that you receive it. Receiving is a soulless transaction.
Okay.
Receiving is not physical.
Yeah.
Like if I called you and said, hey, Anthony, I'm going to send you $1 million to your foundation. What are you going to tell me?
Thank you.
Thank you. You just received it.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the $1 million?
No.
No, but you received it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you shall have it.
Yeah.
And then the check shows up. Now you have it.
Oh.
That's how it works. Whatever you want, any desire, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So if it's 100 grand you want, great. If it's 100 grand a day you want, great. If it's 100 grand a week, I'm not like, this is not like hocus. I've done this.
Yeah.
Done it several times. Yes, $1 million days.
$1 million days.
Yes, several times.
I know about the $1 million months. I didn't know you had $1 million days.
Days, several. Yeah, and it didn't happen until I started to write it down, and I put signs. He said he will confirm his word with signs. And then the wonders. Yeah.
My pastor he used to always say, miracles, signs, and wonders. That's it. That's what he prays for. Miracles, signs, and wonders. And he's done had $1 million days.
Yeah. But you know what?
I haven't done
There are people that have had $1 billion days. So it's all relative.
Yeah.
It's what do you want? What is the desire that God has put in your heart? And it will grow. It will grow and it will grow and it will grow. And it gives you the capacity to give more. I mean, we give multiple seven figures.
Yeah.
Every year.
Y'all just gave a large check to one of my friends, Dr. Arisha, and the church over there in Houston.
Yeah. We fed 200 women, single mothers, every month. We gave them groceries for 1 year.
For 1 year.
1 year. Yeah.
So you're not just making the money, you're generous with the money.
You have to be. You have to be. John taught me that. I was already doing it before he taught me this, but he kind of put it in the right perspective, John Maxwell. He said, you have to have stabilizers in your life. Okay. He said the stabilizer for money is generosity.
Yeah.
The stabilizer for power is accountability. If you have a lot of power with no accountability, it'll destroy you. If you have a lot of money without no generosity, it'll destroy you.
Do you think being generous helps you make more money?
Absolutely.
Why, when you're giving it away? I'm curious. From your
It's a spiritual law.
Exactly.
That whatever you give, right, it comes back to you. You only get to keep what you give. See, if you don't give it, it owns you.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense to me.
And whatever's in your hand is the harvest. But once you let it go, it becomes seed.
Yep.
Seed is always smaller than the harvest. So if $1 million is your harvest and you hold on to it, right, that's your harvest. But the moment I plant the million, now it becomes a seed. and it has to reap something bigger than the seed.
Bigger than $1 million.
There you go.
Which is one of the main reasons why I'm always telling people you have to tithe. And I actually tithe more than 10%.
Of course.
Because it's like, I don't want to give God the bare minimum. I want God to know that he could trust me with the 90, but I'm like, yo, I want this 90 to be bigger.
Yeah.
And so I'll give you 20 so I can get a bigger 90.
Absolutely.
And I really do believe that's one of the main reasons why, since I've stepped out on my own.
Congratulations too, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's big.
It was scary. You know.
That's when you know it's God.
Yes.
Yeah. When you have to lean on him.
I have to.
Yeah.
You convicted me. I haven't written down $1 million days yet, but I will be doing that after this show. Because I've had $100,000 days, but I have not had $1 million days.
You'll have that this year for sure.
Say it one more time.
You'll have that this year. With the hoodie on.
Yes, you know, I don't do the jackets. Y'all know me.
Leave that to me.
Hey, man, I'll leave that to him. I said, hey, bro, you know, I'm going to be in a hoodie. He was like, okay, that's what y'all young people do. Go ahead, do your thing. My man said, I'm putting on a suit. You know what I'm saying? I make $1 million a day some days, you know?
I was putting on suits, but can't spell $1 million. So, ain't nothing changed.
Someone who is drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, they're watching this show saying, yo, y'all talking about $1 million days, $1 million months, $1 million years. I just want to get out of the life that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
I think we've given them a lot of wisdom. I think we've given them a lot of, you know, things that they have to start saying. But what is the very first step?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting, Anthony. I never focused on the debt.
You never did.
I never did.
What did you focus on?
The solution.
And what's the solution?
Yeah. So if you have debt, focusing on the debt doesn't allow you to pay it off. Like if I sit there and I complain about the debt, talk about the debt, I'm giving that address to my mind to create more debt.
Okay.
All right?
I see where you're going.
So what I've got to do is, okay, what is the solution? And the solution is I have to make more money.
Yep.
Because that's what takes care of the debt, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more money.
Yep.
So what avenues? And the avenues are going to come through people. Who do I need to be connected to? What field? What am I passionate about? What am I going to put my hands to that will allow me to give value to the world? Money is about the exchange of value.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
If I have something that people want, they will pay me for it.
Yeah.
Is it a product that I can sell? Is it a service that I can sell? Is it a skill set that I have that I can sell? And I'm going to focus my energy on honing my skill and mastering that, learning from someone like you, learning from a coach and a mentor, so I can expand and grow where I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the solution. And the solution brings about what it is that I want and pay off the debt. I had debt, but I didn't pay attention to it. I had debt coming out of college. I didn't pay attention to it. I focused on the solution.
Right.
And when I focused on, because whatever you focus on expands, the income expanded. Oh,
Debt was taken
here,
care of.
take that. No problem. One time.
Right. I like that.
Versus now you have courses and things that you show people how to pay off their debt and all that. But at the end of the day, they still got to generate.
Still got to generate income.
They got to generate income.
Yeah. That's
right?
true.
And I would hate for you to, okay, you got a job, you pay off your debt, using your job, okay, now you're debt free, but you ain't got no money. I'm debt free, but you ain't got no money. Hey, let's take a trip. No, I'm debt free. I get it. I'm happy for you. We'll celebrate it, but let's focus on expansion, growth.
And there has to be that balance. So
Yeah.
You're right. I like that philosophy. Focus on the solution. The solution will take care of not just the debt problem. We'll take care of a lot of your problems. Because if you I don't want to go there because I'm not married. But I mean, that's the number one reason for divorces right now is money. So maybe you need to focus more on, you know, getting more money and taking care of your spouse. But at the same time, like, okay, let me just be the man, the provider, get in some money, and fix some things.
Don't get in more debt.
Absolutely.
Don't do stupid stuff to get in
we
more
know
debt.
that.
No.
They know that.
Yeah, that's common sense.
They know that.
Right. You would you would think.
Right.
Focus on the solution of how to create the life that you want.
Yes.
And that life that you want is a life of debt free.